Hey there, welcome back to Ask Amy on a Friday. I have a question today from Nawal that I want to read here. He says, I have to move my phone so I can read the question. I find myself very scared when I read about the long-term effects of anxiety and stress, such as heart issues, etc. I understand that panic doesn't lead to heart attack, but I worry that the sustained experience of anxiety could have damaging effects on my health in the future. I've always been a worrier about health problems. That thought keeps me a little stuck in the experience of fully accepting what it is. If you have any advice or wisdom on this, I would greatly appreciate it. So, thank you for sending this, Nawal. And I totally get the logic, the kind of little turned around logic. And I want to speak to that in this, because what I hear you saying is, your mind is saying, oh no, you have anxiety and that's going to cause problems for you down the road. Or it could cause problems for you down the road, right? You experience all this, you say the long-term effects of anxiety and stress, and that's here, and there's feeling here, and there's stress, what feels like stress and anxiety here. And people say, science says, whatever, that could cause problems down the road. And then, of course, that thought, when it looks true, feels very stressful. It feels like a lot of anxiety. So just to stop there and see, this is your experience. This is obvious. But I really want to kind of just point that bit out of what's actually happening right there, which is, as I said, sensation and a thought. Sensation and a thought. That's what you're feeling. Sensation and some thinking. Sensation and thinking is always happening. Sensation and thinking is happening constantly for all of us. It's okay. This body-mind does it. You don't do it. It's not happening to you. It's just what happens in a body-mind, and a body-mind knows how to handle it. I mean, even that is saying way too much. It's not like a body-mind even knows how to handle it. This is what a body-mind is. There's sensation and thought, always going on. So the story in that thought is, I could have a serious problem down the road. There's something wrong with me, which is the story in most thoughts, right? There's something wrong with me, or, it brings in time and all kinds of details to make that story even more believable. But it's like, at some future time, something bad is going to happen because of this. I shouldn't be feeling this sensation and thought right this minute, because sometime later, some bad thing is going to happen. And again, stop right there and let's just really look at what that is. That is sensation and thought. And it has to be thought. It's so obvious when we really look at it. And I know it's not when you're in it. It feels very true and real and scary. But how the heck does your mind know right now what is going to happen or what is likely to happen? Like, it just doesn't work that way. Thought repeats. Thought is reflective. It's dead. It's not predictive. It's definitely not predictive. There is no future for it to even predict. Thought is what creates future. Thought is what's telling you, and I really mean this, really look at this. Thought, a story in consciousness. Like, what even is a thought? Some story that arises in consciousness with some sensation around it says, you've been feeling this way. You, Nawal, have been feeling this way for a long time. Now, where is that right here? It doesn't exist. There's no you've been feeling this way for a long time right here in the moment. That only exists as a thought in consciousness. And then it says, because you've been feeling this way for a long time, you're probably going to feel this way a long time into the future. And then really bad things will happen. But again, just look. What? Where is like that only exists as this story? And even as I say this story in consciousness, what are those things? Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's this very real feeling reality that shows up for us, except it's not reality at all. We're sitting here. This is reality. And I don't even know what this is, right? But something right here, right now is reality. This is immediate. What you're talking about is imagination. This is what anxiety is. And it's imagination. This is what all thought is, really. It's kind of reflective. When it brings in time and past and future, it's imagination, because those things are not real. They do not exist right now. So it's a very real experience you're having. But what it's talking about, pure story, pure fiction, pure imagination. So I don't know if you can hear that. This is something that can take a little bit, but I hope you can kind of get a sense, even if it's still going to feel real. This isn't going to necessarily zap everything instantly, but see if you can kind of get a sense of what I'm saying here and where I'm pointing. And then this is the bit, right? That thought, you say, that thought keeps me stuck in the experience of fully accepting it. So it's like there's this fear of like, oh no, anxiety's bad for me, anxiety's bad for me. So when some sensation, which the mind calls anxiety, some sensation arises, the mind comes in, more thought comes in and says, oh no, this is dangerous, don't feel it, You don't want to feel it because then you're going to have a heart attack someday, or whatever it says. But that is more thought. That is more thought. And on the flip side, what this can look like, see, the sensation is not dangerous. We live in sensation. We are sensation. We are sensation. Like we are feeling. This is always happening. Sensation and even thought, they're not dangerous. You are this. You can be this. You can feel this. What happens there is a big scary thought comes in that says, oh no, don't feel it. It's not safe. And then there's just more sensation and more thought. And it feels like what we call resistance, which is just a word for, I don't know, different kind of sensation, I guess. It's just a label. It does, but look at that. Like, so I know logically it kind of feels like, or feels logical, that the mind will say, oh, I can't feel that. It causes health problems down the road. I shouldn't be feeling this. But look at what actually happens. Whatever's felt is felt. You have no choice in the matter. Sensation is felt. Beautiful, awesome, amazing that sensation is felt. But then this thought comes in that says, don't feel it. And does that actually make you not feel it? Of course not. Of course not. It adds to it, if anything. So just play with this, Nawal. Just play with leaning into what's really there. And what's really there is sensation, 100% safe, most natural thing ever, and thinking, stories. And look at those stories if you're able to, and see when they include time, that clearly that's imaginary. There's no time right here, right now. When they include you in the future and bad things happening that are not real right now, clearly it's imagination. And that doesn't, when I say clearly, again, you'll still feel it. It's just conditioned. It's just old. You're going to feel it as if it's real, but keep getting curious, because the more we stay curious about this and we're looking at it and we're kind of onto it and we're a little suspicious of this whole creation, like I'm just sitting here in my kitchen and all of a sudden now I'm dead with a heart attack in 5 years. Something's not quite right there. So just stay curious and stay open to like this creation of this thing we call anxiety, and see what you see about it. So let me know, please, what you hear in this and what follow-up questions you have, because I gave you a lot, but I think I hope something in here is helpful. So thanks for sending your question. If others have questions, you can send them to askamy@thelittleschoolofbigchange.com, and I'll speak to them when I do. Have a good day, everyone.